Okay, again, welcome in, you guys. We're going to get started. So we're going to start with $8 choice. For what you can see, I've got a lot of stuff we'll bring in and switch out because there's stuff on the sides that you can't see. But we're going to do $8 choice. If you see anything you want to see up close, we'll just do a little bit of scanning. I'll show some things up front and closer. And we're going to move to stage. Again, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm trying to relearn all my buttons. Hello. Welcome, you guys. Welcome in. If you're watching on Facebook, you do have to come over to knickknacks.net in order to bid. You put your information in, and there is a $5 code that you can use on your very first purchase of $10 or more. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, we'll scan some things. I'll show some things. There's a lot of stuff on stage. So these are all going to be $8 starts. This is a cigarette, starts with C, ashtray, in a pretty amber color. It's really pretty. We have a larger flower frog there, which is clear glass. This is a really cool old vintage crusty rusty candy dish. Oh, like a candy tin. It is really neat. We have a crackle glass vase. It does have a sharp pencil mark, so it's probably hand bone, but it's crackle little vase there. Very cool. We have a Hummel. He's just cute, right? Cute is definitely C. This is a legit Go Bowl there. You can see that. So the little boy, he's got a couple little marks there. The little piggy, I feel like, has a little mark on his foot there. If you got any questions or you do want to see anything, you guys, let me know. Welcome in. Good morning. Happy Sunday. So we've got him. This is a pretty cool, it's kind of like carved. It's resin. I would say it's kind of a resin, but he's got that carved look. So he starts with a C. He reminds me of like he's got his Harry Potter scarf on. That's what he reminds me of. But he's super cute. We have this really cool clock. Okay, it's like a vintage clock. I don't know that it works. Obviously, it might need a battery and it might need to be wound up. I'm not really sure. I don't know much about it. It says, can't read it. Amcron, I think, is what it says there. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and run. If you want to see anything up close, we have there's a Williamsburg pottery candlestick. These are EAPG glass. You can kind of see, whoops, a couple of like glowy pieces over here. They're not really in the screen, but there's a compote, and these are like little berry bowl dishes. They do glow. They're EAPG older glass. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Sunday. Again, we're going to do $8 starts, kind of with what you can see right now. If you want to see something closer, let me know. This, I believe, is Falstoria, I think. This also glows. It's like a crown, so that's why I put that in there. It reminded me of a C crown, but it does have a little bit of the Amberina glow, which is probably going to be harder to see there. But let's go ahead and get this started. We'll start the auction. It's your choice, $8. We're going to run this several times. Again, I do have some $5. I have a $5 shelf. We'll scoot over to. I have some clothes. Yay, Speechy's in. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for your bid. Like I said, if you want to see anything up close, let me know. Thank you so much. What can I get for you? What do you see that you like? Good morning, you guys. Thank you guys for hopping in. The clear flower frog, perfect. And I will get that for you. Thank you so much. All right. And like I said, as we clear a few of these things out, I will pop a few more things in. We'll get to our pre-bids. We do have a couple of pre-bids in. So we will, let's pop that in there. This is a paperweight. It's just, let's see, it says distributed by Spain Inc. Philadelphia. I feel like when I Googled this a while ago, this was like, I feel like that might have been from the first dollar type store. I'm not sure, but it's just a colorful little paperweight. We'll pop that in there. And we will run it again. $8 starts. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Sunday. Let me know if there's anything you want to see up close. Let's try to scoot that guy in there a little bit more. Awesome. Thank you. I'll move a few things in. Let's scoot over this way just a little bit. And see what we can sneak in there. So this is the flowers in the back are just my just on my table. This is a made in Italy. It's a wooden bookend, and it's a globe. Really cool. Definitely has some signs of age and wear, but overall it's in pretty good condition. There's a little mark there. So the wood has some marks on it, but that's really cool. That's a wooden bookend. And this is a Crackle made in Japan vase. It's really pretty. It's got the peacock on there, the different flowers. It's got that crackle finish to it. And the gold is in pretty good condition there. So there's a vase. This is green glass. This is E.O. Brody. And it's got some white. I don't know if somebody had painted near it. It looks like some overspray. There's something on it, but wipes off pretty easily. But it's a really pretty green compote. I think that's what they call those. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and run again. Welcome in, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We are going to start that again. All right. $8. Oops, there we go. $8, your choice. We've got some stuff on the other side we'll show too. We'll bring some stuff in. Thank you guys for being here. Again, we have clothes. If there's something specific you want to see that's in the store, let me know. We have some other pretty cool stuff in there. Let me thank you guys for looking at that. If you guys, we'll get back to $8 starts. We'll show some stuff on this side. Again, we have the Williamsburg Pottery candlestick. That is a crusty Pico. It's an old like metal pie tin, crusty Pico, pretty cool. Again, we have the EAPG, the compote, the berry bowls. This is a lead crystal. Let's see if I can read it. Hand cut, 24% lead crystal made in Poland. So this is Polish, like a lead crystal little bowl there. The chair is super cute. This guy's the old Ann Geddes. Remember the little Ann Geddes bear? He's just cute. This little chair is really cool. It's kind of a small wooden, definitely looks handmade. Little wooden chair there, really cute as well. And we'll go ahead and start that for $8 choice. And again, you guys, whatever you see on the table, we'll start that again. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Sunday. Again, this is my first show back since November. It has been a while since I have been on, but we're doing some spring clearance. We've got some fun stuff to see in here. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. So I'm going to actually, I've still got a few more $8 things. Let me keep bringing a few things in before we move the camera and stuff. So I have some Crocs. I have 2 Crocs here. I don't know what the numbers mean, but they're brown Crocs. They're in pretty decent condition. They've got a few little smudgy marks on them, but they're brown. There's that one and that one, pretty much the same style. Sorry about that. There little couple marks on the top, a little bit of dirt on it, but in pretty good condition overall. So we have 2 brown Crocs there. We also have these cookers. These are probably hand painted. They've got signatures on each of them, which are different initials, JR. There is a signature kind of in there. It's hard to see. Hartstein pottery, maybe. I think that's probably the first time I've ever seen that. You can see stuff in the camera that's a little bit different. I believe that says Hartstein as well. M70D. I don't know. There's some stuff on there. It's kind of hard to read it. But there's two cookers, apple cookers. So two of those, choice for 8. Let me go ahead and run those. I'll run it again if you see anything here, and then I'll move on. I'm going to be on for a while today, so we'll probably come back and forth. We'll hit the $8 table again, but we'll move on in a few minutes to see what else we have. Let me move to stage. And then let's go ahead and start another $8 choice. Anything you see on the table, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hello, hello. Anything you guys see, we'll do another little scan and run this one more time. Good morning. Welcome. I have another, let's see, I have a smaller clear one. Yes. And I have an amber one that is not out here. I can go grab it. It's a smaller amber one. They'll be on the $5 starts. On the $8 starts, I don't. That one was just the large one. That was a larger one. All right, I'm going to run this one more time. We'll do a quick pan of the table while it's running. So your choice, anything that you see on the table, $8 start. Here's another. This one might be Fenton. I'm not sure. It has the hobnail on it, a little ashtray, amber ashtray there. Okie doke. All right, so I've got to move the camera. We're going to move over to a $5 shelf. Give me just 1 second. We'll kind of sneak you over. Good morning, you guys. We're just kind of doing some choice. We've got a bunch of items. I do have some pre-bids, which I will do in just a few minutes. Thank you guys for joining. If you are over on Facebook, make sure, I'm going to go grab the amber one real quick too before I do the $5 shelf. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you come over to knickknacks.net, NIKNEX.net, in order to bid. So again, this is the $8 start table. We will come back to this. There's a Hummel, like a resin owl, a little crackle vase, a really cool, like an old metal, rusty, crusty tin. There's some salt and pepper shakers there made in Japan that are really cool. EAPG, that's glowy glass there. So if you guys do see anything there you want, let me know. Let me go grab the amber flower frog. I'm going to pull over to the $5 shelf, which I may need to adjust. Sorry for the movement. Sorry for the movement. Okay, so this shelf here is going to be $5. I'll do a pan of it in a second, but I'm going to go grab the other flower frog. Okay, so this will be $5 starts, and we'll move a little bit to see not what's underneath it there. That's a carved elephant plate. That's pretty cool too. Let me go grab the amber flower frog really quickly, and I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and run this for $5 while I go grab that. So there's a smaller one. This is a smaller flower frog. It's probably about 3 inches. The other one, I believe, was about 4.5. This one is about 3.5. So this is one that has the lip on it that can sit inside of something. So you could put it inside like a glass or something like that and put your flowers in there that way. This is a cornflower coffee pot, no lid, a hanging planter, some really cool tiles, terracotta tiles there, salt and pepper shakers, and all the things. So I'm going to run this for $5. Anything that you see, anything that you can see in this, there's some Avon on this shelf. Okay, Campbell's mug. There's a really cool folk bowl there, and these are definitely hand blown. They have very sharp, what I call sharp, like pontil marks on them. They're really cute as well. So $5 start. Let me get that running, and I'm going to go grab the other amber flower frog. Good morning again. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I have to find my $5 choice. There is no picture on it, but let's see. Move to stage. I'm going to go ahead and start that. If you see anything you like, go ahead and place it in. Awesome. Speechy got in. Let me know what you'd like. Here is the amber one as well. So it's a little thicker, it's deeper, but it is also, this one's probably about 3 inches on that one. Do you want the clear one or the amber one? Yeah, that one's about 3 inches. Okay, I'll run it again. So I'll put you the clear one for that one, and then I'll run it one more time. And actually, this one I think we need to duplicate. All right, so we're running it again. $5, anything you see. Thank you so much, Speechy, for your bid. Thank you guys so much. There's some 4th of July towels. Picture in the back, absolutely. So this is hand painted. I did some research on it. And it is signed. It's kind of like an oil painting on acrylic. It is really, really cool. There is a signature on it there. Shorty, thank you so much for winning that. Let me know what you'd like to see. It's beautiful. You can kind of see, but yeah, the painting is right on the outside of like an acrylic. And then the back, it's made in Spain, hand painted in Spain. The paper that was probably on there is gone, but that's really cool. The green bowl. I love this one. It reminds me of mermaid scales. And obviously we love our mermaid stuff around here. This one is, I believe, E.O. Brody as well, out of Cleveland. So that's for you, Shorty. Oh, I'm so sorry. Never mind. Wood bowl. Here we go. This one is cool. I actually could not find a lot of stuff on this one. It's hand painted by Fran Sandler. And I really couldn't find a lot, but it is beautiful. So that one is yours, Shorty. Thank you so much. Okay, let's run that one again. Again, we'll do a quick pan. I need to duplicate. Thank you guys. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for being here. That one is running. Again, anything that you see on the stage. Again, there's some Avon bottles. This is sorry you guys, this is a tea mug, like a new mug. It comes with a wooden box. That one is Tea Fort, I think is what that one is. It's pretty cool. Speechy is in for her Amber Flower Frog. You got it, love. Thank you so much. Let me put that aside. Okay, I'm gonna put your clear one aside. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and run that one again. $5, your choice. Anything that you see on the stage. On this shelf, I should say, there's a Campbell's mug that's actually made in, where did I read it last night? It was made in Brazil. So very cool. Campbell's soup, again, starts with a C. Very cool for 4th of July coming up. This is hiding back here. It's a wooden, sorry you guys, recipe holder. Wooden recipe holder with a carved pineapple on the top. That's pretty neat. No markings on the bottom of that. We have the Avon car, like cologne. There actually is still cologne in it, believe it or not. The pipe. Sorry, I'm so out of camera, you guys. I'm super sorry. The pipe there. Again, these are 2 little hand-blown little pitcher style. This is also cool. It's a clear glass ashtray, and it has like a cut glass flower in it. That's really neat as well. Oops, sorry, and this is a little carved, kind of like a trivet. It's made in India, but it's a really cool little carved piece of wood there. So let me, I'm going to run this again. $5, your choice, anything on this shelf. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome in and happy Sunday. This is my first show since November, so I'm super glad. Just kind of going to be chill and go through a bunch of stuff today. spring cleaning, spring cleaning. Make sure you check out the store. We have a couple of pre-bids, which I will go ahead and run. I'm going to show those. I'll probably scoot back over to the table. We'll run this a couple times just to make sure. I'll do this one more time on the $5 shelf. Again, we will come back to it. The cat is also Avon. That is a Tea Fort mug. It does come with a box. It's brand new, I believe. Really cool for a gift. Whoops, I don't think I started that. So sorry. Again, the little cut glass ashtray. It's made in Spain painting. This is a hanging, like a hanging planter. These are handmade tiles, probably hand painted terracotta tiles. There's two of this style and two of the blue one there. We have some bamboo salt and pepper shakers there. All right, let's see. We'll go back to the table and we're going to do some $5 choice on the table. And while we're over at the table, we'll do our pre-bids. Okay, we'll do our pre-bids over there. So let me scooch back. Sorry. I'm going to run this setup for $5, your choice. I do have this as well. This is a Fostoria crystal kind of little vase. It does have the original Fostoria box, which is pretty cool. There. So that comes with the box. Again, $5 choice. Anything on the table. We're already discounting, you guys. We're in spring cleaning mode. Okay, so I'm going to run some $5 choice for the table. So anything on the table, $5. Okay, $5. Anything on the table. We'll do the table once at $5 for those of you that are in here. We'll get back to it later. I do need to start it. We do have some glowy glass. Check the store out. There's we have a teacup and saucer, uranium glass, some really cool things in the store that are C's. We're going to get to those. We'll do those individually as well. Okie doke. All right, so let me show the pre-bids and then we will do a couple of other things. If you see anything in the store, anything you want to see up close, let me know. That is Speechy's flower frog there. Okay. Let's see. Let me show you guys. I'm going to move a few of these things out of the way. All right. So the first thing that we'll do, the first pre-bid that we'll do will be our cigar box. Absolutely thought this was just the coolest thing. I'm going to move it to stage. Okay. And I do have a pre-bid on it. So Dr. Parker is winning it. All right. So it is a wooden cigar box. And it's got its sticker or its little thing still on the inside, which is really cool. Queens El Producto, 25 cents. Pretty decent shape, but I mean, it's a very old cigar box. I love that it's dovetailed. So the edges are dovetailed. It's got some really cool like markings on it. Just a really neat box. The bottom has the engraving on it, Class G, the permit. I'm not sure. It's just really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. We're going to start the auction. Again, we do have a pre-bid. Thank you so much for your bid on that. A really, really good pickup on this one. It's just a really neat old box. This would be so cool in a vignette. I love these for vignettes. Thank you so much. Dr. Parker won that. Love it. Thank you so much. All right. The next pre-bid that we'll get to is this Polish pottery cross. Again, that's my C. It's a cross. And let me find that and get it on the stage. There she is. It's 7.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches wide. It is signed on the back, made in Poland. You can kind of see that there, and it is signed. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a little hole at the top where you could hang it. And we're going to go ahead and start that auction. Thank you so much, Donna, for the pre-bid on this one as well. These can definitely go a little bit higher, but again, I got it at a very good price. So we are passing it on, but it is beautiful. Hand painted, made in Poland. Awesome. Donna won that. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you for your pre-bid. I appreciate it. All right, so we'll move on. So I'm going to pull down these are going to be choice as well. These are really neat. They're handmade message in a bottles that were made by someone locally to me. They were in my store when I had a brick and mortar. Where are they? There they are. And they're really cool. They're very good gifts. They're kitschy. They're different. Have never really seen anything like them before. I'm just going to bring the whole bucket down and I'll pull them up one by one. So they're kind of like message in bottles. They have sayings in them. There we go. They have some really cool sayings in them. And a couple of them, one of them is really hard to read and I couldn't read it. But again, I'll just show them. This one is really great, I think, for a gift if you're going to a party or something, especially with 4th of July. And you can see there's little messages inside. So it says, I had a lovely time and very wonderful place. And there's like little beads and this has like a pretty green thing in it, but it's just a really neat message in a bottle. Okay, so you're going to get choice on these. This one has an owl, very pretty. It's got some little fringe there and it says Child of God. There's some ribbons and some little gold beads in there. The bottles, a lot of them are older, kind of found bottles, not all of them, but that's pretty cool. This one I love. It has a key there. This one's definitely an old bottle. It says Pain King. So this was probably Porter's Pain King. It was $22 in my shop. We're doing $12 starts today. But this one says Galatians. I can't read what it's a 5 or a 2, but it's got a scripture in there, probably about a king. CHR. I'm so sorry if you can't see that, you guys. I'm looking at the item and not you guys, but very, very cool kind of message in a bottle there. This one is super fun. I think of Amanda. Don't ask me why, but I think of Candyland when I see this one. But it's a little sumo at the top. Lots of really colorful things inside. And it says, be creative. Welcome in. Happy Sunday, you guys. Or be original. I'm sorry. Be original with some really fun, colorful stuff in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction. It's $12 choice. And we'll just keep showing. This one says constant in prayer. And it's got some really pretty kind of like the little amethyst kind of rocks or stones in there, purple stones, maybe not amethyst color. And just some really pretty stuff in there. I think these are really good gifts. When I had my store, ironically, the kids, children were very drawn to these. And it was just really funny that kids wanted to buy these. Embrace imperfection is what this one says, which is really cool. You kind of have to shake it sometimes to see it. And it says, I am fabulous. And I love that. And this one has a hippo and a little Superman thing there with maybe a kryptonite bullet. I don't know what it is, a silver bullet with some really cool fun beads in there. So I'm going to restart this one more time. We'll do choice, again, $12. They're just really fun, kitschy message in a bottle. This one has a lot of gold glitter. And it says, trying to pull it close, it says a couple things. It says good things are coming. It took me a minute to see this one earlier. I'm not really sure, but it's super cool. Something about good things are coming. But like I said, you can read, there's little fun messages in there. Okay, so we'll put these up for now. Thank you guys for looking at those. They're super, super cool. And we will, what will we flip? We have a few $3 items. We can do some $3 choice. If you guys want to see those, welcome in. Again, I have some clothing items. Check the store out. There are a lot of things listed in there as well. And we'll start to just run some of those. But let me flip. I think I need to lift the camera a little bit on this one. I'm not even sure. We might not even fit. That's not the $3 shelf. That one is. There's a few items on our $3 starts. I'm actually just going to take the camera out, so it's going to be way easier. Sorry, you guys. It's been a while since I've done a live, but I appreciate you guys being here so much. All right, let's see. You can get a little bit of light on that stuff. Okay, so these are $3 starts. Like I said, I have a few things on the shelf. There's some salt cellars, 3 of them. They're not in the best shape. This one has some chipping on the inside of it. These are beautiful mugs. I love these, but one of them is in decent shape. One of them has a pretty good crack. You can kind of see running down it. So I would say that would be decorative pen, pencils. This one probably could be used. They are made in Japan. It's a set of 2, $3 start. This guy is absolutely adorable, but he does have his little doggy is missing his paw. So he's kind of an imperfect little thing. It's made out of wood. I don't exactly know what that is. Maybe a price from somewhere at some point. But it's hand carved wood. You can tell it's wood because the dog's paw, you can see the wood in there. In great shape. These probably go for $20+. But he's super cute. This is just an old Pampered Chef. I think it's an egg cooker. I believe it's missing the rubber around it. I'm not sure. This is just a little green vase, $3 start. This is hand cut. I think this does glow. Let me see. Oops, sorry. I forgot I'm holding the phone, you guys. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Yes. Oh, yes. He glows good. $3 start, you guys. I'm crazy. But yeah, so there's that. This is a little, I don't exactly know what it is. It's a teeny tiny little print, pressed flowers in a little, Lord, you guys, that's why I don't like to hold the camera. It's got some words on the back. Kit Kirch Imports, handmade in Switzerland. So that's kind of cool. It's just a cute little thing. $3 start there. This one does not glow. That definitely doesn't glow. That's just an old green bowl there. And then a little clear glass container there. But this one does glow. So I'm going to go ahead and run $3 start. I apologize for the movement. My light doesn't reach quite over here. And let's see, somewhere on here, we have a $3 choice, I think. Let's see. I thought I made a $3 choice, but y'all, I might not have. I don't think I did. Let's make one. Oh, I'm just kidding. I never added it to stream. Okay, sorry. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I am, like I said, it's been a while since I have done this, and I'm ready to get back into it. I'm motivated by a lot of the amazing sellers on here, so we're ready to get started again. All right, so I'm running that $3 choice. Anything that you see on the shelf there, again, this guy does glow there. The salt cellars, actually the salt cellars do as well. They've got a little bit of glow to them as well. Thank you guys for looking. I'm going to run it one more time. We'll come back to it because, like I said, I plan to be on for a little bit today, just as people are coming in and out. And I'm just going to we'll show some of the other things I have that are listed in the auction with prices, higher prices. $3 start. Anything you see. All right, awesome, you guys. Thanks for looking at that. Okay, so I'm just going to scan some of the other shelves really quick just to show you some of the things that I have. I don't think so. This one is, I don't feel like it does, but let's give it a quick rub down. It's got like the cut glass pattern, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I don't. The insides feel pretty good. I feel like the bottom looks pretty good. I'm not feeling any on the handles. This is, I think this is from a mold. So there's like a line in it here, but I think that's from the mold because the other side has one as well. But no, it looks pretty good to me. Oh, hi. Hi. Welcome. I just realized who it was. It's my Aunt Bonnie. Welcome. So we're doing Choice. We're doing a live auction over here on Knickknacks, but no, it does not look like there's any chips or anything on that one. Let's see. So I'm going to show, my light doesn't go quite that high, but let's show some of the other things that are in the thing. So here's a container that's in the store. Again, you can check all of these. It's a chocolate container. Very, very cool. I love the graphics on it. This is a crock, Figio Norway. It's like a really pretty crock that is in there. We have some mud pie. These are crab. Sorry, I was probably covering the microphone, you guys. And I'm in a black room, so it's a bit dark in here. My dining room is black. So there's a mud pie that's crab, paper towel holder, and spoon rest. This is in there. So these are really cool. We have several of these. There is like a tiny flea bite here and there on these, but they're in pretty neat condition. Definitely glow. These are the uranium cup and saucer. We have this guy that is also a lead crystal kitty cat. He's listed in there. This is a copper, a really cool copper cup. I looked him up. The name is in the listing, but it is made in Turkey. I love the brass on the handle there. That's really cool. We have a brass crab. We're from Maryland, so we have lots of crabs and such here. There is a canister, the Mary Mushroom. I think it's Mary. It might not be Mary Mushroom, but it's a mushroom canister. Definitely vintage, very 70s vibe. There's some candlesticks there, some silver candlesticks. Cute little bunny. He's on the cute list. Let's see. This is a really cool carved duck. He's got some, I love his eye. He's got like a metal eye and metal things coming off the back there. He's neat. There is a compote. I believe that this is Fenton. Everything I've seen shows Fenton. I don't like to ever list it as such, but that is also listed in there. This is really neat. It's a clock, but it's shaped like a watch. So you can probably hang it. It does come apart with a couple of hands. There you go. So it's shaped like a watch. So you can hang it or you can sit it on a desk. That one is really cool. This one has a $22 start made of wood. Really, really neat. These are coasters that are embroidered. So they've got embroidery in them. There's a set of 4 of them. If anybody wants me to run those, there's butterflies. There's photos in the thing. This one I think is the one that has some dents and damage to it, but overall they're in good condition. This is a terracotta pot. I painted this yesterday. We had a paint party here and we had a couple ladies painting this barn. So that's just a terracotta pot. Really cool. That one's not listed, but we are going to do, there's a listing for a kit. So this is a live paint party that we'll do here in June, June 14th. Actually, I think I put time to be determined. But you'll get the kit. You'll get everything that you need to paint the Americana barn. The 14th, I believe, is Flag Day, actually. So we'll paint that on Flag Day. We'll paint it live, but you can order your kit. You'll get your brushes, your paints, your canvas, which will have the barn kind of drawn out there for you. Let's see. But it will be on an 8x10, okay, shipping wise. So that's what you'll get. So you'll get an 8x10 canvas with everything you need, and you'll turn it into that, okay? We'll do step by step. So these will be listed. We'll talk about that kind of throughout. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. We have a cast iron trivet. So this is a pretty neat cast iron trivet there. That's got strawberries on it, cherries. I don't think there's any markings on the back, but it's pretty heavy if anybody is interested in that. Let's see. This is pretty cool. This is a carved, that's an inlay. That's a really neat picture with an inlay. This is a carved elephant plate. Probably from Africa. I think I read he's upside down, but he's also a little bit heavy. But yeah, really neat. It's like warped a little bit. It doesn't sit flat, but it's a really cool piece. And let's see what else we just randomly have sitting about. We have this. Let me turn my light this way a little bit. This is a depression pink salt and pepper. It's just a single, not salt and pepper, sorry. This is a single shaker that I only have one of, but it's really cool. There's some Harlequin salt and pepper shakers. Grace, they're made by Grace Salt and Pepper. This is a cup and saucer. That is really cool. It's Arklow product made in Ireland. And it's kind of like nursery rhymes. Sorry, not fairy tales, nursery rhymes. There is some crazing for sure throughout it, but it's really, really cute. You can see the plate has some stuff there. Let's see. We've got a Cocker Spaniel. Let me bring him down a little bit. We've got a whale planter. That's a big old terracotta whale planter. He is a Cocker Spaniel planter as well, made in Japan. I think he's a Cocker Spaniel. We called him a C because I thought he was Cocker Spaniel. Made in Japan is there. This is a really neat set. There's a creamer in it, so we'll call it a C, but it's by Stonecraft. A really pretty set there. We've got some jewelry we can lay out on the table. We'll do $5 starts on our jewelry. And we have a couple of clutches. They are listed. Some beaded, that's an old wooden beaded clutch. This one is straw, which would be really good for 4th of July. And again, some clothes. We can do some clothes here shortly if anybody's interested. Some jackets, a couple of really neat vintage faux furs. Let's see what else I have to show you. That is in there for clothes. I'm going to swing back over yonder. These koi plates I didn't really talk about either. These are metal enamel. I know that koi doesn't really start with C, but it has the K sound, right? So metal enamel plates. But I'll go ahead and start running some of the stuff just to get it run. Let's see. Let's start with our duck. Bring my light back over here. Sorry, we're super discombobulated today, you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you're checking out the store. If there's something you want to see, let me know. All right, so we're going to move this guy to stage, and we're going to go ahead and run him. He is, again, carved. Very, very cool. Really, really neat. He's got the metal, no markings on the bottom of him. But he is super cool. So we're going to start the auction on him. I'm gonna put this back in the holder. That way we're not going crazy. There you go. So that's for this guy. He's got his eyes that are super cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking at that. Okay, so we'll take a look at this one next. Again, everything I read said it was Fenton. I don't like to actually put that in there because it's not marked Fenton. So it might be before they started marking. Okay, there we go. All right, and it is absolutely lovely. It's a really cool ruffled compote. Maybe they call that the thumbprint. I'm not sure. It's in lovely condition, no chips or cracks that I can find. Just a really pretty amber ruffled glass piece. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking at that. Okay, let's run. Let's see what we got in here. I'm just going to find stuff and start running it. I'll pull the crock up, the Norway crock. It's beautiful. It's very heavy as well. So let me pull it down. And we can show it a little bit closer. I'm going to pull the lid off. There's a little tiny bit of crazing in the lid there that you can see. So it's got a little bit of crazing to it. That's on the inside, but it has a really pretty flower, beautiful cobalt color there. Whoops, there goes all of it. No, I'm just kidding. Everything's fine. I love the colors. The blue and the yellow together are so, so pretty. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that. But it is the Mayflower pattern. So Figgio Norway Mayflower crock. It's got the stamp there, made in Norway. The stamp is there. Okay. It does have some markings on it, just some light little scratches. But it is a beautiful, beautiful crock. And that's ended. And I will give that back on the top shelf because she's heavy. Okay, let's take a closer look at this guy. This is Macintosh's Quality Street Chocolates and Toffees. So it's a chocolate box. Hello, Mel. Welcome in. But it is a really cool candy tin. The colors in it are just so vibrant and so cool. I love the pictures on it. The underside just says Macintosh's Quality Street. But yeah, super cool. So that's a chocolate and toffee tin. Let me pull this one up. Welcome in, you guys. Happy Sunday again. Thank you guys for being here and just taking a look. We're having our just kind of spring sale, getting rid of some stuff. We've got a lot of choice on the table. We're going to go back to that in a little bit as people come in and out. All right, so we'll go ahead and start the auction on this one. It is a really neat tin. Let me open it up there. Definitely has some signs of use and wear in there, but in pretty good condition. I just love the colors of it. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking at that. Let me put it up. All right, let's see. What do we got? Let's do these. So this is 1.5 liters. Let me find the listing on this. Again, check out the store. If there's anything you guys see in the store that you want me to run or show closer, make sure you let me know and we will do it. All right, so this is a Spice of Life canister, not Mary Mushrooms, don't listen to me. There is a mushroom on it, but it's called Spice of Life. It is actually made in France. And I think think it says that on it. I could be, yeah, there it is. Made in France, if you guys can see that. But it's the pop top kind of canister. It is actually in the buy it now. So that's not actually auction. So you can type claim 5902 or so if you're on Facebook and you want this, you can type claim 5902, I think. That's what my screen is telling me. If you do want to claim this. But it's a 1.5 liter, super cool. It's got tomatoes, mushrooms, peppers, the artichokes on there, and it's in really good condition. Okay. But that's in the bin for buy it now. So you can grab that if you would like. Let's see. Let's do these candle holders. So we've got a set of 2 candle holders. They've got some gold. You can kind of see they're in the top. Some gold paint. There's some gold paint loss kind of around here. It looks like they had some gold, but that little gold design is in the bottom. All the blue sections have that little gold design in it. It's a set of 2. There's no markings on the bottom that I can see, but a set of 2 candlesticks. And let's run those we're going to do these for $5. It's the choice listing, but we'll do these for $5. All right, and they are running. Set of 2, $5. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Sunday. I appreciate you guys all being here. If you see anything you like, make sure you let me know. Check out the store. Yeah, set of 2, blue and white. I do blue and white in my kitchen in the spring with yellow. So they're kind of fun for that. Great for 4th of July as well. Ooh, Lord have mercy, y'all. I need to get my stuff together. Okay, there's that. Let's run this. Okay, so I'm gonna run the uranium cup and saucer. Let me try to find it. We're just running stuff. If you see anything in the store, anything you want to see up close and personal, let me know. All right, so that is on stage. Let me measure. I'm going to measure the base really quick and see. It's about almost 6 inches, like 5.75 inches for that. We'll go ahead and start the auction. Whoops. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. And it is uranium, so for sure has its uranium glow on it. There's a flea bite, I believe, on the handle. And this one is in pretty good shape. There is a small flea bite on the handle. It is cool because it has that closed handle, which I didn't really see a lot of. But it is really neat. So I have several of these if anybody's interested. All right, let's do our not cut crystal, just kidding. This is a crystal cat. So this, funny enough, was my first purchase on Knickknacks from Candyland. It was an accidental bid. I bid on it accidentally, but I'm one that if I do that, I tend to take it because I've done it twice. I got a really cool Kewpie bank from Jeannie Bird, which I did not get listed. But yeah, so this was my first Knickknacks purchase, but it's really cool. It is the name's on there. I'll never be able to say it. Crystal dark haze something. Lead crystal clear glass cat on a frosted pillow. Really, really cool. Great condition. No chips or cracks. He's about 5 inches tall, and I'll go ahead and start the auction on him. Yeah, I paid more than $18 for him. Oh, it's rainy here, you guys. We're having a rainy day. But yeah, so this is a crystal cat. Definitely fits our sea theme for the day. Thank you guys for looking. All right, if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. Make sure you check out the store. We're just kind of going through some stuff and running items. I don't think this guy is in there. This brass crab, he is really cool. Again, we're in Maryland. It's kind of like a little flip box on him. His arms, there are some screws there, so these probably will adjust a little bit. I'm going to do him for $8 start. For Maryland, he's really worth more than that to me, but he's really cool. So what's am I doing? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. If you guys have never purchased from District before, if you've never shopped on District, there is a code for $5 off your first $10 purchase. It's in the host notes. Make sure you check that out. And like I said, you get $5 off your first purchase. My code is the RUS80, the Russ80, for the Rusted Mermaid. So you get $5 off your first $10 purchase. I'm glad it's raining today, you guys. Then I don't have to go out and do yard work today. All right, let's start the auction on him. He's got some patina there, but he's a really cool brass crab that does open up. Yay! Thank you so much. And Elliot, I appreciate your bid so much. Shorty is in on this one. I love him. Yeah, we are from Maryland. We are in the crab capital, in my opinion. Thank you so much. And Elliot, you got that one. I love it. Thank you so much for your purchase on that. That one is coming to you. Awesome. Okay, what do we want to see, you guys? Do we want to see clothes? Do we want to just keep running some of these items? Let me get this crock back up here. Check out the store if you're just hopping in. While we're doing crabs, I'll go ahead and run my mud pie items. I have 2 crab mud pie items. So these are more contemporary. They're not vintage, but they are in my sea theme with crabs. So this is going to be a spoon rest. It's a mud pie spoon rest. It's just kind of a cute thing to sit on the counter. There's the mud pie logo on there. This, I would say, I'm trying to decide if it's gray or like a slightly bluish tint. I feel like it's more gray, but it does have that really cool metal crab on it. I will go ahead and start the auction on it. Let me see quickly how long it is. I need to get a light box, you guys. I always feel like everything's so awkward. All right, it's about 9 inches in length there. So that is running. I'm not sure how much time. I might have 30 seconds on it. But yeah, so it's a metal spoon rest. Just really neat contemporary piece. And I do have the paper towel holder that matches that if anybody is interested. It's just a really large crab. If you do crab feasts, if you have crabs at your house a lot, it's just kind of this, especially on the table, would be really neat. Again, we're here in Maryland, so we do a lot of crabs on the porch, which I can't wait for. 'Tis the season. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and run the paper towel holder just because I touched it. All right, and that one is running. It's about 12 inches high. It has the felt bottom on there. It has the mud pie logo there, but I think sitting again on a table, if you're doing a crab feast, I think that's super cool for your table. Thank you guys for looking at him. Okay, let's do, what shall we do? Let's do this guy. Let me see if he's listed. We're going to do our planter, our little Cocker Spaniel planter. Let's see if I'm pretty sure he's in the store. Happy Sunday, you guys. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, just getting back into it, into the swing of things. This is my first live since November, which is really sad when I looked at it. I cannot believe that it has been that long. I think this guy is, let me check. I don't think I added him to the stream. Let me see if. I might not have a listing for him, but we'll make one. We'll make one, right? So this is a really cool Japan, made in Japan planter. Beautiful. I'm going to call him a Cocker Spaniel. I don't really think that's what he is. He's a Spaniel of some sort, I think, with his curly hair. So let me add. Trying to get quicker at adding on the fly. It does let me take a picture. I like that. Perfect. We're going to call this a Spaniel planter. There is also a train going on all day today, and we'll rate into that later today once we're all done. But there's a garden train going, and definitely looks like some fun stuff on the train today, you guys. I had a paint party at my house yesterday. So I had the room set up for some sales, and I said, you know what, we're doing it. We're getting live. We're going live. Jeannie Bird, I tell her all the time, she's been my inspiration. She is just a beast. She makes me tired, but she is amazing. I love watching her. I love watching all of our knickknack sellers. Make sure you're checking out the Buy It Now. Remember that we do have over 100,000 listings here on Knickknacks. I do have a code. If you are new to Knickknacks or if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can get $5 off of your first $10 purchase with my code, which is in the host notes, the Russ 80, THERUS 80. And as shown, I'll measure this guy too here in just a second. We're going to start him at 12. He is so cute. That looks good. Okay, sorry. Adding on the fly takes me a while. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, in order to bid or participate in any of the auctions, you have to come over to knickknacks.net, NIKNAX.net, in order to bid. And all right, where'd you go, buddy? Where'd you go? I've lost him. There he is. And we're running finally, you guys. I'm so sorry. So again, cute Spaniel planter made in Japan, $12 start. Let me give him a quick measurement. I'm in a ring light, so I feel like things are just so awkward. I need to just flip the camera and just be front facing. So he's about 9 inches wide. Okay. About 9 inches. Thank you guys for looking at him. If there's anything that you see that you want run, make sure you let me know. Take a look at everything in the store. Let me know if you guys want to see anything. I'll go ahead and go through some of the clothing items. Again, we have jewelry. If you want to see any kind of jewelry, say jewelry, we've got a $5 shelf. We've got an $8 table. Let me know, you guys, if there's something you want to see specifically, okay? I'm just looking around the room real quick just to see what I can grab. I think I'm going to move this out so I can... I'm going to raise you up a little bit. That way it's more on my level. And I might have to probably going to have to flip the camera so I can see it. Okay. let's go this way. Hello, welcome. Any brass? I have a bunch of brass in my office, which I can go grab. They weren't in my C. They don't start with a C, other than my crab. I feel like this needs to be a little bit higher, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna unplug this for a second because we're caught up. I do have an entire bucket of like metal brass type stuff. I have a brass duck, just off the top of my head. I know I have like a brass leaf, but I can go grab that if you want to see. Thank you for asking and for your inquiry. Hi, welcome. I'm Christy, Rusted Mermaid. These were from yesterday. I should get these out of the way. Sorry about that. I might still need to lift it higher. I always feel like it's so short. So if you want me to grab the brass bucket, I absolutely will do that. There we go. I like to point down, you guys. So, always angle down just looks better. All right, let me go grab my bucket real quick. Just as a reminder, this painting we're going to do live. There is a listing. Hello, welcome in, Nikki Next. There is a listing for the kit. An 8x10 kit. This is a larger version, but we're going to be doing that painting live June 14th. There's a listing in there for that, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to open these curtains because it's rainy, but might give us a little extra light since we're going to be front facing. I'm going to go grab my bucket of metal and I'll be right back. I'm back. So I've got a lot of metal, silver. There's different kind of metals in my bucket. So let me pull out some of my brass stuff. I have a few things. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, you guys. So I have a unplugged. What happened? I gotta plug my phone back in, you guys. I unplugged it when I was carrying you guys around. All right, there we go. So this is timer, just like a sand timer there. These are really fun just to kind of sit around as well. I would do that for an $8 start. Okay, there's that one. This is interesting. It's a unicorn. I don't really know what this part is. It's hollow. I don't know what it was. It's too light, I feel like, to be a bell, possibly a music box. I don't know. This is heavy. You can tell he's heavy, but it's a little unicorn. I would do $5 start for this one. Pretty cute. These I have little brass candlesticks. Let's see. Sorry. Stickers on there. I'm trying to get them off. I have this brass duck. So it's like a little brass hanging duck there. We got this. This one's pretty heavy. I don't really see markings particularly on it either, but it's like a leaf. Not sure if that's grapes in there, but like a trinket dish, kind of like a brass trinket dish. I would do $8 on this one as well. And we have I have two candlesticks. These are fun, like Christmas. These would be cool at Christmas time. Anytime, really. I mean, it's brass, let's be honest, but just sitting in vignettes. But there's two of these with the little handle there. And I would do the set of two for $8 to start there. Okay, so there's that. This, y'all, I don't know what this is. I feel like this is like super special and worth a lot of money. Run, which one? The leaf? Sorry, Shorty, just let me know which one. The candle holders? Okay, absolutely. All right, give me just a second to get them added. Thank you for being patient. Hello. There we go. Sorry, forgot what I was doing. Add. Let's snap a picture. My big hand in the way, but it's quite okay. It's totally fine. Press. And combined shipping is on, so you've already got something. So combined shipping will be on for you. Definitely save you some shipping. If there's overages for whatever reason, usually over $2, I definitely will refund. I don't know how people are so quick at this. I'm almost there. Okay, move to stage. All right, that is running. They are running for the set of two candlesticks. Thank you, Shorty. Thank you so much for your bid. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's going to you. Okay. This, like I said, I was talking a little bit about this. No, you're so welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. This is I don't even know what it is, you guys. It's heavy. It has like, I would say Middle Eastern. I don't know the words. It's got some markings on there that's a different language. It's just beautiful. Okay. This is absolutely beautiful. It's got a hanger on the back there. So I would run this for 20. I feel like it's probably worth more than that. I don't know. I think that's gorgeous though. Okay. It's a plate. If anybody's interested in it. I have a lot of silver medals in here. This is probably the only other thing. This is absolutely gorgeous too. And I'm sure it's higher dollar. I've seen it for, I don't know, 30 plus probably, but it says made in India. It's a heavy ashtray, and it has beautiful work in there, like beautiful design, florals. It is really cool. This one measures, let's see. This one's about 7 inches across. On that, I would do $20 on this one as well. I just think it is lovely. It's very heavy. It's definitely got some weight to it. Okay, so there's that. That's pretty much it. I got one more in the brass line. I truly don't know what metal this is. I believe it's brass. You guys, I don't know. It's got a lot of Chinese markings on it. I've Googled it. I can't find one exactly like it. I don't know if it's in my buy it now. I don't think it is. It might be, or it might have been at one time. This is a stationary. This doesn't move. It's got the design there on the lid, like the flower. You can kind of see there's some Chinese or Japanese, some Asian style markings on that side. But it is a little teapot. I would do this one for 18. I definitely think that, I mean, I know I've had it listed higher for sure. It's got some marks on it there. I'm kind of not sure if it's maybe copper underneath. I really don't know what kind of metal it is. But it's a really cool little copper metal teapot thing. Okay. Let's see. Anything else that you guys want to see? Let me go ahead and run. I'm going to run this one because I think it's kind of cool. And I touched it. So let's do, I'm going to do an $8. I'll use the $8 choice listing that I have on this one, if I can find one. But happy Sunday. It's rainy-ish here, which means no yard work today, which makes me super happy. Duplicate, that's what we want to do. Let's see. I feel like once you duplicate stuff, it's hard to find it again. I'm trying. Where did you go? Let's try that. Move to stage. And restart auction. Okay, I think I need to remember to do restart auction. So this is that kind of like brass timer. Time's running out. You guys look at it. The time is running out. It has some sort of sticker that has something penned through it on it. But I love these with old books. If you put these with old books, very cool. I have a ton of old books. I have old hymnals, which again, they're not in my C. They don't really go with the C theme of today. But if there's anything you want to see, again, let me know. If there's something you're looking for, let me know. I just might have it, and I'm just ready to get rid of it, right? We're doing our spring cleaning sale today. We're trying to get rid of stuff. Let me move this, or let me run this duck. I'm going to do him for $5. If anybody wants to go back to our $8 table choice, we've got lots and lots of good stuff on the table for $8. We have a $5 shelf as well, or I have some clothing. If anybody wants to just kind of run through the clothing, $10, $12 starts. There's some faux fur coats in there that have I have 3 to choose from. There are $15 starts. Choice $5. Move to stage. Restart auction. I got to remember to do restart. Okay, so this is for the brass duck. He does have a hanger on the back. He's really cute. So his hanger goes this way. So he would hang just like that. You'd be flying through the Americana barn scene there. But super cute little brass duck. Hey, oh, Dano's in here. Hi, Dano. Hello, you guys. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Lots of great sellers going on this morning. I know Donna was on this morning. Thank you. I always forget to see that it ended. I'm holding it up like, hey. So welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Most items today are brought to you by the letter C, whichever way. We got lots of $8 starts, $5 starts. I've got some clothing to show and some other really cool stuff. This is neat. I don't have it listed because I really can't find this anywhere. So this is a really neat, it's like hand-painted bowl. It's probably definitely a pottery bowl. So my dad worked at a car dealership. He worked at the car dealership I work at for a long time. And I want to say, I believe that when the Hyundai Santa Fe first came out, I don't know the initial year that it came out, but I think it was in 2001. And I think this was made to commemorate the Santa Fe, the Hyundai Santa Fe being released, I believe. So I don't know if my dad got this from the dealership or if it was a Hyundai thing that they were giving out. I don't really know, but it's a beautiful, it is signed. So if you have a Hyundai Santa Fe or if you work at a Hyundai dealership, it's just kind of neat, but it's a beautiful bowl. If anybody, it's very heavy. If anybody were to want this run or has questions about it, let me know. I can measure it. I would say it's at least 12 inches wide. It's a pretty good size bowl. So let me know if you're interested in that. This also is a big honker. This is a big guy. It's a planter and it is a whale, and he's so cute. Look at his little eyeball. Hi, you guys. No, just kidding. He's got a little, just a little scuff mark kind of on his nose there, but it is a terracotta planter in a whale. If anybody's interested in running that, he's super cool as well. Yeah, that is a whale. Don't make me question my life. Okay. This is cool too. This doesn't go together. When I bought this, I didn't realize I had my light on this whole time. She's hot. But this is EAPG. Again, this is not a regular black light. This is the, I don't know, whatever the other one is. Not like the uranium one. So this is EAPG. So when I bought this, I bought it together. It was sitting together. I thought it was like a thing. But then when I was researching, it's like two totally different patterns. Two totally different patterns. So let me turn you off, let you cool down for a minute, bud. This has kind of like a cut glass pattern. It's kind of cool, like a lid for whatever. This has a completely different pattern. So I tried to research both. Like I said, they were married when this had a lid of some sort because it has a lip on it. But they sort of fit, but they sort of don't. But they came together when I bought them, so I'll sell them together. So both pieces I would do for $8. Again, it's just actually no, $5. Just kidding, $5. We'll do this for $5. I'll go ahead and run it. Just cause. But they do glow. They're EAPG, so early American press glass, I think is what they call that. But it's just older glowy glass. And yeah, it's just a randomly married pair of glowy things. Got to start the auction. Hi, hello, welcome in, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. There's a bubble in this one. I don't think it's a crack. There's just a bubble. But two pieces of glowy glass married together, come together as one. If anybody wants this pair. All right. Thank you guys for looking at that. Let's see. What else do we got? If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Let's get into some fashion, I guess. We'll go ahead and run some fashion. We haven't ran those yet. This I don't think is listed. Let me see. This is a crochet. It's the Sack, made by the Sack. So it's just a crochet. It's shorter. So it just kind of fits up under you like that. It is in really good shape, but made thesack.com. I remember the Sacks when I worked at Macy's years ago at Hex. Back before it was Macy's, it was Hex. So it's a little crochet purse. So I'm going to do that for a $10 start. If I can figure out my life. I think I have, no, let me just add it. Let me add it for you. Let me take a picture. It's a pretty crappy picture, but it's there. The Sack. Don't autocorrect me. Let me get a quick measurement and then I can let you know how wide it is. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It is a rainy day here in Maryland. So it's about 8.5 by 6, about 8.5 by 6 on the Sack. We'll do a $10 start. And let's publish it. Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Sunday. Remember, if you're watching on Facebook and you want to bid or participate in the auction, you have to come over to knickknacks.net in order to purchase or participate. All right, let's see. You guys, I can get it on there and then I forget where to find it. It like adds it way down in your stream. Maybe. Sec. There it is. Move to stage, start auction. That is running. That is running. Thank you guys so much. So it's just a little purse there, just kind of hangs nicely, crochet, made by the Sac. It's in good condition. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. If you've never shopped on District before, make sure that you are using your $5 code. If you've never made a purchase, there's $5 off your first $10 purchase. And it's a good deal, right? It's a good deal. It saves you a lot. So this is a clutch. Again, C, theme of the day. It is a clutch, Sheerlia Chicago. There's a tag in there. You guys, 4th of July is coming. This is perfect. You come up into your 4th of July party looking all fancy with your little cute clutch. Just saying. Let's see. There it is. All right, I've got $14 starting bid on this one. And it is running. And it's got this really cute little pom-pom over here. Measures about 10 inches by 7 inches, top to bottom. And it is super cute. You guys want to get back to choice, we can go back to the table. You guys just let me know if there's anything you want to see. I'm just kind of running stuff right now. And I appreciate you hanging out with me and being here. Like I said, it's been a while since November. So we're getting back into the swing of it, We're getting back into it. I also have a tray of jewelry we can do for $5 starts as well. This is really cool. It's a beaded clutch. It's like wooden beads. Really interesting. I'm pretty sure it's vintage, but there was only a few that I could find in this exact pattern, but it's got a little thing there. So it could be considered a coin purse. It's not super big, but just enough to fit maybe a small phone, a lip gloss, your cards and stuff. Really, really cute. So 5.75 round, wooden beaded, great shape. It's got the zipper there. I don't know that it's vintage. It's a really shiny zipper, but it's cool. Hey, Moon Sky, welcome, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and start this at $20. It is, like I said, very unique, very neat, beaded, wood beaded little zipper clutch thing there. Happy Sunday, you guys. Welcome in, everybody. There's that. It is running. We're going to show some clothes. We just have a few pieces and then we can get back to $8 choice. If you want, if there's anything you see in the store, make sure you ask about it. Let me know and we will, we'll get going on it. Let's see, what are we going to do next? So again, just a reminder, we do have kits in the store for this barn painting. We're going to do that on June the 14th. You'll get everything that you need in order to do it. It's going to be an 8x10. We got funky there. It's going to be an 8x10 size. So you'll get, this is what you'll get with the barn drawn on there. You'll get your paints, you'll get your brushes. And like I said, this is a bigger version, but we will turn this into that beautiful Americana barn painting on June 14th. Time to be determined. I haven't decided morning or afternoon yet. But a couple ladies were here yesterday at the house and we did this and I said, you know what, that would be a great fun kit to do on knickknacks. So again, you'll get everything you need in an 8x10 size and the listing is in the store there. So grab your kits, that way you can get them in time before we go live to paint the painting. This I'll do. Let me go ahead and auction. We'll auction this. I painted this one yesterday. So this is a terracotta pot. Again, I hand painted it. I did the same thing on here. Really, really cool. So let me make a listing for this one. Perfect for 4th of July. Let's see. Let's do a picture. Sorry. Thank you guys for being patient. Okay. And this is a 6-inch pot. It's a 6-inch terracotta pot. I do have a base if you want a base. It doesn't have any painting on it, but I'll include the base. And hand painted this beautiful painting. We're going to do it for $20 because I made it. You know, it's beautiful. That looks good. Let's see. Add to stream. I can never find it. I wish it added it at the top. There we go. Start auction. All right, that is running. This terracotta pot, hand painted by me. I made it yesterday at my class. But again, once you do the tutorial, you could paint this really on anything. So again, grab your kit for the canvas. You'll get a canvas. I guess if you wanted a pot, I could send you a pot. But the canvas, I think, will be the easiest to learn. Thank you guys for looking at that. Appreciate it. What else? Let's do a couple clothing pieces. Let's do some of these furs. Not the time of year for faux furs, I know. But I have them, so. Okay, so we're going to do, there's 3 of them to choose from, but I'm just going to pull up one and we're just going to run the one that I'm showing, and we'll go from there, okay? They are, let's see, yeah, this one almost looks handmade. So it is I don't know what size it is. There's no tags. It's a really neat coat. Like I said, it almost looks handmade. The lining here, or the lining may have actually been taken out of it. It kind of maybe looks that way. It's very interesting, but it's got some like red lining there. I'm not sure. This pocket is missing. So there's no pocket there, but there's a hole. This side has a pocket. Okay. So as far as size, I'm not really sure. I'll try it on. I don't know. I'm going to assume it fits me. It does feel a little funny without a liner. It's a little, it'll definitely keep you warm. I'm just saying. The arms are a bit short for me. So I'm like a large, extra large. So I don't know, the arms are a little short for me personally, but if I was, rocking a party or a costume or something, I mean, it's kind of cute. I don't know, it's kind of cute. But like I said, there's no lining in there, so the inside fabric is a little scratchy. But there's that one. All right, I'm gonna pull the next one and we'll restart it. This one is blind. All right, this one, this is the only tag. It says presser, dry clean only. There's not like a name. I don't know if presser is the brand of it, but it's got this like rust colored lining in this one. I feel like this one was too small for me. I think I tried it on. I don't think it fits. But I'm going to restart it, and that's going to be for this one. Let me see. Yeah, no, she's definitely smaller. I would say this is probably, we can't even think about putting this one on, you guys. I would say this is a size small. It's a really pretty one as well. It's got that rust colored lining in it. Pretty colors. Again, furs. We're thinking about summer. I know furs are not the right time of the year, but I have them. So Hello, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. We're just running a few little pieces of fashion that we have. And I'll run the last one just because we're here. The last one I think might be more modern. Potentially. They were all listed. Metaphor. Yeah, I think Metaphor is a newer brand. This is definitely a little bit newer, I believe. Metaphor made in China, size medium. So this is going to be a newer one. It is acrylic, polyester, lining. But yeah, it's faux fur. It's got the little clasps here. So it's got that kind of clasp on it. Hook and eye, I think you call that. But it's a size medium Metaphor, and let's just run it just to run it. And then we'll get to a few other things. We have a few kind of springtime jackets, Old Navy, just random stuff that I bought for myself that does not fit. So this is our fashion segment, if anybody's interested. Then I think we'll go back and scan the table. We'll go back to our $8 starts on our table. We've got lots of good stuff over there. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking at that one. We'll go ahead and run, scooch over that way. We'll go ahead and run this. This is an Old Navy classic denim vest, you guys. If this were just an inch bigger, I would be keeping this. I love a good denim anything, but this is Old Navy size medium. Okay, so our little, got to name our little mannequin. I don't know what we're gonna call her. We'll name our mannequin. But she's wearing our medium vest. So this one is starting at $10, and that is running. But yeah, Old Navy medium. It's in great shape. It just doesn't quite, I just want it to be a little bit bigger. But a denim vest, I feel like, is a great staple in any wardrobe. Let's get her dressed again. We can't be having her unclothed, okay? There's that. So let's see. We got a couple. I don't have a ton of clothing pieces. This is kind of fun for the spring. It's really, I think it would be cute with anything. Jeans. I don't think this is. Let's I don't know where it went. Okay. Sorry. You guys, I can't find stuff. Okay. So this is a $12 start. Again, it's cupcakes and cashmere. It's a really pretty, it is a size medium. Size medium, cupcakes and cashmere. It does not, I'm not a medium apparently. I try really hard to be, but I'm not. But it's really, really pretty hot pink color. $12. It would really help if I started the auction, you guys. It would look great on our little mannequin as well. But really cute. Size medium. Hot pink. Really, really fun for spring. Thank you guys for looking at that. Yeah, Francie, which one? There's 3 of them. So let's see. There's a lighter one. Yeah, no worries at all. There's a lighter one that I think is a little more contemporary. This one is a medium. It's Metaphor, and it is plain, and it's got kind of these like stripes in it. So this one's a little bit newer. It's got like the hook and like eyelet thing as far as the closure. So that's the plain one. This one is lighter. This one's definitely old. I would say that this is a small to medium. It's got the lighter colored kind of fur on it. And again, they're faux furs. This one does have pockets as well. And yeah, both pockets are there. So there's this one. I would say this is a small to medium for sure. And this one, again, I'm not sure if the liner's been ripped out. I don't know what's going on with this one. One of the pockets is missing. It's got the hole there, but the actual liner is gone. This one I would say is a medium to large. It fits me, but it has short sleeves. But I like the pattern on this one. So those are the three faux furs that I have today. So I can run if there is any, I'll run it, and then if I can find it again, there it is. See, Deanie Bird is smart. She restarts them, and then, sorry, I'm trying to find it again. Move to stage. There we go. All right, that's running. And the first plain one is the one that you had said that had nothing on it. This one. Yeah, this one's in really good condition too. Very soft. Like a teddy bear. Yay. The third one? Okay, let me see. Just to be sure, this one, just to be clear, or the plain one with nothing on it? A medium? Okay. So this one right here. Perfect. All right, I got you. This is coming to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really neat. It's got the hook and eye also. So the closures, it's not button. They're like the little eyelet closures on it. But it's pretty cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let me put this over here. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love that. Oh, this one, the plain one, right? But run it again. Okay. Gotcha. No problem. I'll run it one more time. Let me duplicate it and I'll run it one more time. Both. Okay. Got it. Sorry. Thank you so much. So this one and then the one I just pulled for you. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. I love it. And if you are a reseller, there's definitely room for resale for sure. These do go for obviously higher than $15, probably on anywhere else. But yeah, we're doing some clean out. We're doing some spring cleaning. Thank you so much, Francie. I love that. And I will get those coming to you. And like I said, combined shipping, I think, was on. So we'll make sure. I don't think there's going to be overage. I don't think there is going to be overage on the shipping, but if so, we'll definitely refund. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okie doke. All right. Those are pulled for you. Okay. Oh, no, you're so fine. You're totally fine. No worries. Okay. Let's see what else we've got down here. We just had halfway to Halloween. And this was something that was in my store when I had a store many moons ago. This was just an old t-shirt. I ordered it for myself in an extra large and I received an extra small, which is not me. So this is a Hocus Pocus extra small t-shirt, which again, it's not me. It's not me. I really thought I'm going to do this for choice $8. I thought I had an $8 clothing listing, but I don't know where that is. So I'm just going to use my choice. Let's restart this. Okay. So $8 start, extra small, Hocus Pocus t-shirt, brand new. It's never been worn. Like I said, it was something, it's just a gray plain t-shirt. Tulex, I think, is the t-shirt brand. But it's a Hocus Pocus. I know I missed our Halloween train last weekend. I didn't get on it, but just fun. If you guys love Hocus Pocus, thank you guys for looking at that. Let's see. Let's do this. I wish this fit me. Again, I need just an extra inch. This one is a size large, Old Navy, but it's just enough, just a little too tight for me. Let's see. Let me pull up my jacket listing. You're here. I know you're here. I see it. All right, move to stage. Perfect. All right, so this one's for this is great for spring. You know, we've got those nights where they get a little bit chillier. It's an Old Navy. It's got the little drawstring here. Again, I got it for myself. It doesn't fit. There's no buttons or anything. It really just has this drawstring. Two little pockets there. Really pretty olive color, but it's an Old Navy large. It's an Old Navy size large. There's a little pocket up there. I love the style of it. It's really cute. Hold on. Did I restart that? I don't think I restarted. If it ran, I'm running it again because I didn't see it run. I'm so sorry. But again, large Old Navy, green color, really, really pretty. Not pretty. I mean, it's just cute. I don't know if you can call green things pretty, but size large, Old Navy. Good condition. Just a great little coat for spring. All right, it did end that time for sure. Thank you. Thank you guys for looking at that. This one, I don't know. This is a US size 6. Again, not me. H&M. I wanted it to be me really bad. The brand, it's divided H&M, so it's H&M brand, but it's a jacket. It's a really pretty dusty pink kind of color. Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to turn that off for a second. I don't know if you can see any better in that light, but it's like a really pretty, it's a little more pink than it's showing on camera. But it's like a dusty, kind of like a dusty pink. Really, really pretty. It's got the zipper, it's got buttons, drawstring. This one does have a hood. I think this is the perfect spring jacket. It just doesn't fit me. So let us restart this one. All right, $12 start. Again, this is a size, it says US 6. This is H&M. I don't know if I feel like they run a little bit big at H&M. I don't know. I don't buy a ton of H&M stuff. I wanted this one for me. Nothing cool stashed in the pockets. You never know what you're going to find. Thank you guys for looking at that. Let's see. I do have some shorts. Actually, let's run this. This one's really cool too. It's not a jacket, but this one is, this is made in Italy. It's a skirt. Again, it doesn't fit me, you guys. I'm so sad. It's a size medium. But it says it's made in Italy. I did Google this. It is brand new with the tags on it. It is a bit stretchy. It just doesn't quite feel right for me. But the style is really cool. So it's got this pretty detail on the bottom. And then it's got this really pretty pattern kind of on the underskirt. But then it's got this navy, the solid navy kind of coming over it. So it's a stretchy medium, new with tags, made in Italy. It's actually it's like a really pretty thing. It just didn't fit my body type. It wasn't for me. So I'm going to start this at $12. But yeah, probably some resale stuff going on here. Yay, Francie's in on that one. It's going to go great with your coat. Put on some boots and some leggings. You got it. But yeah, really, really pretty. And again, probably if you are a reseller, could probably get some reselling on that one as well. Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Francie. I love it. Thank you. Put that one with your stuff. I appreciate you very, very much. All right. These I got for my mother-in-law, but they didn't fit her. They were actually a little bit too big. If that says anything, God love her. So these are a size 2 Banana Republic shorts, perfect for the season. Banana Republic, size 2. Okay. I'm going to start these at 10. Let me find my $10 listing. If I have one, I know I do. Thank you guys again for being here. Happy Sunday. I can't tell you guys enough how much I appreciate you hanging out with me. My first show since November. I hibernated mentally for the winter. But I'm back. We're coming. We're coming back. $10. There it is, clothing 10. Okay, move to stage. Do I need to duplicate? No, let's just restart. Okay, so $10 Banana Republic shorts. They're a size 2. They're khaki. Just kind of a nice khaki color. Banana Republic there. You guys can see that. But yeah, so they're little. I always feel like when people show clothes on here, it's very misleading because they look so big when you hold them up. But they're not. Again, these are a size 2 Banana Republic. I'm going to restart that again. I've got a few pairs of shorts I tried to get her. So these are smaller. These are an express size 2. Like a linen stripe. Again, express size 2, super cute. For just the summer coming up. I don't remember the last time I was a size 2, but I mean, you never know. You never know. We might get there, but I'm not going to hold on to them long enough to find out. Cute little pockets on the back, which are real pockets. So real back pockets. Hold on, y'all. I got to start it. So sorry. But express size 2, $10 start. Yeah, just a really cute linen stripe pattern there. If you know anybody that's on the smaller side. Really short inseam. Probably they have that like 2 or 3 inch inseam. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking at those. And then I got one more pair. I would say these are probably like a 0 if I had to guess. These are Zara extra small. So Zara brand, we know is very good. I'll cut that little tag out of there. That's still in there. But Zara extra small. Super cute. Oh my God. I love the style of these with the buttons. These are actually too small on her. So I would say these are probably like a 0. But the button detail, I stinking love. They are literal buttons. So they can open up. So they're buttons in the pockets. They're not just decorative, right? Really beautiful green shorts. So we're going to start those for $10 as well. Before I do anything else with them, we're just going to run them here for you guys. But really cute Zara. I would call these a 0. Zara extra small. They have a side zip there. So they do have a side zipper is how they come on. If you guys, as far as clothing, if anyone is on here for clothing and you have a specific size you're looking for, just let me know. I'll keep my eye out for things, especially for the summer. These, I only have like 2 more pairs of clothes. Again, these are teeny tiny itty bitties. These are Yogalicious Luxe everyday 5-inch short, size medium. A little too tight for me. A little too tight for me. That's okay. It's all right. I'm not mad about it. They do have, where are the pockets? These have pockets? This doesn't have a pocket. I thought it had a pocket. No pockets on these, but really nice shorts for the spring, summer, under dresses or anything like that, but they're size medium. Hot pink, Yogalicious Luxe. Not really a brand I'm too familiar with, but super cute there. Okay, thank you guys for looking at that. All right, I got one more pair of clothes. I got one more pair of pants here. I'm going to run them just because they're here. They're a size 10. Let's see. They're really pretty. They're like, what do we call this? Brocade? I don't know. What do we call that? So it's New York & Company. They're a size 10. They were too short for me. Just a bit on the short side. I wanted them to just fit because they're so fun. For work, they're just beautiful. They've got a beautiful sheen on them, a beautiful pattern. We're going to start them at $10. They're a size 10. I'm 5'9". Usually like to wear my pants in a long, and they just felt a little bit short for me. They have the slidey clasp there. But yeah, size 10. They're probably a short. It doesn't really specify, but they're too short for me. But there's those. Thank you guys for looking. All right, that's it with clothes. Let's go back to tchotchkes and such. I have jewelry. Let me know what you guys want to do. There's only a few of you here. So I have the $8 table. I have a $5 shelf. I've got some jewelry we can do for $5. If you guys want to do any jewelry, I'll just kind of show it and run it. You guys let me know what you want to look at. Move my metal bin away. Let's see. I'll just start showing some jewelry. Let me find my necklace stand over here. And again, we're going to do $5 starts for jewelry. So let me make a jewelry listing that I can duplicate. I've got a ton of it, you guys. Some of this stuff, some of it was stuff I sold at my store. The vest is a size, the denim vest is an Old Navy medium. So that's Old Navy medium, or I have this, which is cupcakes and cashmere, and it is a size medium as well. So denim vest is a medium, and this is a medium as well. So those are the two vests that I have. If you're interested in either of those, thank you for asking, for sure. I'm just going to, I'm going to make a quick jewelry listing because I don't think I have one. Let's see. And it is in our C category because it's costume jewelry. So that does start with a C. $5. What did I do? I don't think I did it. I didn't think it worked, you guys. All right. I'll get my life together one of these days. So I'm going to just hold this up for a photo just to have that in the listing. But we've got a lot of necklaces. I've got a few brooches, but we're going to do jewelry. $5 start. Thank you guys for being here. $5. Let me change my shipping on that a little bit because jewelry is not as bad. We'll do 50 cents each additional. So we have combined shipping is on $5 for the flat rate for the jewelry. And let's publish it. Add it to stream. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to show one piece at a time versus trying to do choice. It's way easier that way. We'll just show some jewelry until you guys decide you want to do anything else. You let me know. So we've got a few people in here anyway, but like I said, I just wanted to come on and go through some stuff and work out all of my kinks because it's been so dang long since I've been on. I sold one of these yesterday. One of the ladies that was here purchased it. So it's kind of like a pearl-ish lanyard. It's got a little clip on the bottom, which is really neat for hanging. You can add whatever. You can add a name tag or a card or charm, something like that in there. So we're just going to start this. Again, $5. $5 jewelry. Thank you guys for being on. Hello, hello. A lot of the stuff is my personal. Some of it is left over from my store. It is costume jewelry. There's nothing fancy about it. Oh, thank you. Yay. This will go great with your fur. Just saying. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That one's coming to you. I'll put that in your little basket. All right, let's do, this was one of my personals as well. All right, we need to duplicate. Oh, I love that when you duplicate, it's just right there. I'm going to start waiting. I always duplicate ahead of time, and I should never do that. So this is a really cool necklace. It's a long one. It does have a clasp on the back, but it hangs kind of long. It's got a fun little, doesn't really go with my outfit, but it's got like silver tone and a little tassel kind of thing, almost like a flower tassel on the end. So we're going to start that. Probably get it stuck in my earrings that I have on now. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. It does have a lobster claw there as well. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for looking at that one. This one was left over as well. Let's see. Restart. Okay. So this one is kind of a fun one. It's very vintage inspired. It's got a lot of really cool bits and baubles kind of hanging off of it. This is like a fabric, kind of like a fabric circle. It's kind of neat there. Some like leaves with a little pearl. Lots of just fun kind of charms on that one. Thank you guys for looking at it. So this one is a teether. So if you have babies, not a teether, but it's one of the little baby amber necklaces that you put on baby. And amber is supposed to calm babies. So I'm going to restart that one. It's supposed to help be calming, and it has like a little screw. So this screws apart here, and it's for a baby. But it's supposed to help calm them, ease the crying, that sort of thing. I never had one on my son. I've seen a lot of babies that have these on. But yeah, they're supposed to be very calming for babies. So amber necklaces, those. Let's see what we got going on here. We got a whole lot going on. These are really fun. I have a couple of these. These, let's restart auction. So it has like a feather. It's a beaded, it's got teal beads, red beads, and it has the clasp that's like that. The toggle clasp. Whoopsie. There we go. That's running. So it's like a red beaded necklace with a feather. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome in. If you've never shopped on District before, make sure you use my code for $5 off. And if you're over on Facebook or anywhere else, you have to be over on knickknacks.net, NIKNAX.net. I think I won this. I can't remember if I won this at a Mary Kay event. Maybe that was a different one. I don't know. This one's pretty cool. So it's a like the darker tone, the brown tone necklace, kind of fun. It's got the thing on there, but it hangs kind of like a bib style. Depending on your shirt and stuff, it's really just kind of very pretty. Thank you guys for looking at that. Yeah, it's just easier to kind of run through and do it like this, I think. Let me put this over here. We've already looked at her. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. If you're like a Western, or if you've got a younger girl or teen who just kind of likes the Western and the cowboy boots, it says, I figured if a girl wants to be a legend, then she should just be one, right? And it's got the fun little pink gun there. Little pink and silver gun, and it's on like a vintage kind of looking chain, like the darker metal chain. That one's super fun though. with some cowboy boots. Oh yeah, that would be really cute. Oh, and it's got a got the horseshoe there too. Sorry, the little charm. Forgot about that one. Thank you guys for looking at it. If you guys want to switch over to like vintage and knickknacksy stuff, let me know. Again, I've got an $8 table. This is really, really pretty. And it has, this one was called Zoe. I remember her. It just has a beautiful, this reminds me of like 20s kind of style. It's a longer one. But it's just got a really, really pretty pendant on it. I love that one. Thank you guys for looking at it. If you guys want to go back to any of this stuff at any point, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got a few more on the necklace, Caddy, and then we'll move on. Oh, this was one of my favorites too. I love this guy. All right. So this one is Miley. It's called Miley. If you know any Mileys. This was like a $30-some necklace, you guys. But it has the sparrow or the little bird. It's got a bird on it. Some of those AB crystals that are kind of shiny and a really neat, which you can switch out. It has the clip there, so you could switch out this at the bottom. But it says if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And it's really cute, like really vintagey inspired. I love, love, love it. The back, where the chain is, has like another one of those crystals on the back part of it. So really, really cute. And it just kind of hangs like that. Definitely statement pieces, right? I love them. Very statement piece. Let's see. This one is just kind of what we call this. You want me to run that one again? Okay, I'll run that one again. For the one with the AB crystals. I love that one. I love it. It's so pretty. I can't believe I'm selling that for $5, you guys. I can't believe it. But you know what? We have to clear out. We have to get ready. Yeah, the tag, I had it in my store for $24. But it's got to go. But yeah, it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Thank you so much. I will put that in your bucket. Thank you so much. You definitely got some pretties coming. You're going to be styling and profiling. I love it. All right. No, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's run this one again. Oops, we don't want to do that one. Duplicate. Okay. So this one is like a gold tone chain. It's got these ivory, I believe these are wooden. They feel very wooden bead to me. It's a little on the shorter side, so it would probably hit about there, depending on what kind of shirt you were wearing. But those are kind of like an ivory wooden bead on a little beaded chain. Thank you guys for looking. This one is a little bit different than the other pearl one that we had. Similar, but different. So this one has silver kind of on the top of it. There's no clasp. It's just a slip over. I'm just verifying that. I'm just studying the chain to verify. So there's no chain. You could wear it probably a couple different ways. So it does have a thing down here, but again, it's more of a lanyard style where it fits over and it's got the little clasp there that you can hang stuff from it. But this has more of the silver chain on it. You could, if you wanted to have a different kind of look, I'm just going to test this out. You could wear it sideways. Yeah, that would fit on like that. That would clasp. So you could have like half pearls, half silver. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat like that. I kind of like that. I actually never did it like that before, but that's pretty cool. So we're going to run this one again. So this one is like definitely faux pearls for sure. Let's be honest. But it's got the silver at the top, the pearls, costume pearls at the bottom. So you could do it short or long with something hanging from it. Very cool. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys for being here today. All right, we got a few more necklaces, and then let me know if you guys want to stick with jewelry or go back to the table $8 starts. This one is wild to me. I can't really I love it because I was a realtor. So the keys always were I loved it. So this is, again, very vintage inspired, the darker metal, all these fun keys and pearls. What's interesting to me, it's got a really, really big clasp. So it's a big, huge clasp there. This is so long. So I'm not sure if it's made to, if you clasp it around where they're supposed to go, you're just going to have this big metal thing hanging in the back, and maybe it's meant to be that way. Because if you do it any longer, then the keys are kind of all dangling on the side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, let's see if it fits around your waist. If your waist was a little smaller than mine, you could almost wear this as a belt, you guys. But, I mean, I don't know. Technically, I think it's just a necklace, but it's got a lot of extra chain with it. So I'm going to run that $5 start. I love all of the keys. It's so fun. I should have my head examined today. Literally. But it's cool. All right. So that one's, again, super fun. All the fun keys and the little hangy pearls. I just love the dangle. I have a key one that I wear, or especially as a realtor, I wore all the time. I got so many compliments. It's massive. It's just like this, these big keys hanging all the way down. And I had men, I had young people, I had women, teenagers at Arby's. People were commenting on my necklace. It was wild. That was always my lucky necklace if I was going to do a showing or something. I always used to wear that necklace, but it was a statement piece. I will probably never get rid of that one. The company is out of business. They don't make jewelry anymore. It's really, really sad because I love their jewelry. This one is really cool. So this is the back. This is the clasp part of it where it clasps in the back. And it says she knew, sorry, I can't read backwards. She knew she could be brave. She knew she could be brave. I believe this one is called Harper. And it's got a bunch of different colored arrows, again, with the pearls and the dark colored, antique style chain. But yeah, she knew she could be brave. I just love that. Just kind of that hangs in the back, and it's just there's a little bit of wear, coloring on this, but it's, oops, sorry, start it. Yeah, there's a little bit of patina, if you will, on that. But it has one of the really big clasps, really big lobster claw. Just really fun. This one's called Harper. Really, really pretty. $5 start. And these have a little bit of texture. It would help if I showed you the right side of it. They have some texture to them. Really pretty. Thank you guys for looking at that. I've got one more necklace on my tray. This one is called Jacqueline. I think I have shown this one before. Jacqueline is what this one is called. And it retailed in the 30s. But it's just a fun vintage inspired. Again, that's the back. So the sides come down and it has really pretty detailing kind of down the sides. The pearls there, and then up the other side, it's a little bit asymmetric, I guess you would say. So it's not the same on both sides. It's just a little bit different on each side. It's not hanging so where it's laying, but really, really pretty. So let's restart this one. We're going to run this one $5. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out. Just on Knickknacks on a Sunday. It's a rainy day here in Maryland. So I know that's probably what I'll be doing later, is just hanging out and drinking some coffee. Oh my gosh, speaking of coffee, I've got some. I forgot about it. Oh, so good. So good. What is you guys' favorite creamer flavor? I am stuck on coconut cream right now, which everybody said sounds so disgusting. But I can tell you, it's so good. Coconut cream. Don't sleep on it unless you try it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put all. Let me see if this fits. Nope. Let's stick it up top. Perfect. Oh gosh, it's a little lopsided. Okay. Let me pull my tray of jewelry over here and see what we got. We'll do some more $5 jewelries unless you guys want to go to the $8 start table. Or like I said, I do have a $5 shelf as well. But I know people have been in and out all day, all the things. So I appreciate you guys so much for being here. What do I even have left? I know that this was my grandmother's, I think. I don't know if I should get rid of this. I should probably keep this one. Y'all, stop. Here's a little, I can't read any of the markings. Here's a little pin. It is a like the breast cancer ribbon pin with the pink on it. It has that kind of clasp in the back, and it's just a little gold toned pin. There's like a flower in the middle there with like pink enamel. So really, really cool. On that one, I don't have a ton of pins. The girl yesterday actually grabbed a couple, so I don't think I have a lot of stuff in this bin, but we shall see. Here is a Christmas one. So this is a Christmas pin. It's got the little like holly and berry on it. Let me restart it. Thank you guys for being here. I love that you guys are hanging out. I appreciate you so much. And I don't really see any markings on it. But it's got the little C style clasp there. Sorry about my nails. You guys, I had a paint party yesterday. I was painting, was doing all the things. So there is that as well. Holly berry, super cute. Thank you guys for looking. Let's see. I have this. I've never done these for $5. These cost me way more, but let me see. I don't even remember this one. Where did it come from? I'm going to do this one at $8. I'm going to do an $8 start on this one again. It's costume jewelry for sure. Let me find my $8 listing. And this is jewelry, but okay, so this is I don't know if you can see that on there. That's the one thing about the iPhone, they don't zoom very well. So this is dark pink sapphire. It's lab created, dark pink sapphire. Again, this is costume jewelry, rhodium plating. So it's a rhodium plated band. It's a size 9. It is a size 9. It has that on there. But it is really pretty. Hello, El Pace. Welcome in. Hello, hello. But yeah, so size 9, rhodium plating, lab created. It's pink sapphire. Dark pink sapphire, lab created, size 9. We're going to do that for an $8 start. And it's, like I said, size 9. We're doing all the things today. We've got jewelry, we've got some clothes, we've got $8 starts on the table, kind of kitschy knickknacks. We're going to go back to those here in a little bit. Thank you guys for joining. This is a size 9. Thank you guys for looking at it. All right, if there's anything as you're popping in, if there's anything you're interested in, looking for, want to see, we have glowy glass, we have vintage, we have planters, we have, I don't know, we have some clothing, we have some glass, we have some metal, we have all the things. So if there's anything that you're interested in, I have old books. No, those aren't on RC. I'm sure we can find a way. They're church hymnals, which has got, see, I've got some old books, which are really neat, some old hymnal books. for $8 start. So let me know if there's anything that you're specifically looking for. I'll get these off my table and we'll go back to our $8. We'll go back to our $8. Let's see what's in here. A lot of this stuff is newer, contemporary costume jewelry. I have some boys' cleats. If anybody needs outdoor cleats for their child, I have some kids. I believe they're size 6 cleats. They did not fit my son. So let me put that back. I have this too. I didn't show it in fashion. Again, we're in the wrong time of year, kind of, sort of. This is a beautiful, like, burnt orange. It is Vince Camuto, size large. I actually don't know why I'm not keeping this because it actually is very cozy and it does fit me, but I don't know. I'm going to always try to sell it first. And if it doesn't sell, then maybe I'll keep it. But it's a really pretty, I feel like it's dark orange / red. But it's a really pretty zip, like, half sweater. This I would do for $12. If anybody's interested, it's a size large. Let's see what I haven't shown. I have some camper. Maybe instead of doing choice, yeah, no, I'll show the table. So I have some camper salt and pepper shakers. They are definitely a C. There's a chip in one of the wheels. Yeah, that little tire, need a little bit of black paint on it. So there's a little chip on those, but they're really cute Christmas camper salt and pepper shakers. If anybody's interested in those, they would be a $5 start there. Let's turn around. Let me flip. Let's turn around and go back to our $8 table. We'll scan the table and see if there's anything that you guys are interested in there. So I'm going to lower you guys a little bit. We're going to go on a little bit of a ride and then we're just going to flip around. All right. So let's do a flipperoonie. Oh, look, there we are. Here we are. I feel like we might need to come. That's probably all right. Is that good? Can we see a little bit? Except we need, you guys, the light is totally shining on me. The light's shining on me. Oh, our stand's coming apart. Shoot, Lord have mercy. All right, I'm getting it together, I think. My thing came out of my stand. All right, light is on our items. Okay, let's do a quick scan pan. We'll do a little pan of the table. And then we'll just run this a couple of times. We're at a different angle so we can see a little bit more now. And we'll do some $8 starts here. So again, we'll just do a quick pan. We've got a Fostoria crystal little vase. There's a little China pattern vase. If you want to see anything up close, let me know. It's got a peacock. It's made in Japan, but it's got a peacock on it. Really pretty vase there. Crackle finish. This is like an E.O. Brody pedestal. Do we call those compotes? I don't know. A little bookend that's made in Italy. It's a globe. This is a carved, like faux carved, but he looks carved owl. That's kind of like made of resin. That's a Hummel back there. The little boy, that's a little crackle vase. And there's a tin and a paperweight. We've got a couple of ashtrays, crusty Pico tin. These are EAPG. These glow there. And you can see the glow. So they are EAPG. They're old, what do we say? Early American pressed glass, I believe, on those. Look the light back. What else we got back here? We got our little Ann Getty's bear. His butt doesn't fit in the chair. He had a few too many bits of Easter candy, but there's a little chair there that's wooden, kind of handmade. That's really cool. This is really pretty. I didn't really show this morning. There's no maker on it, but it's just a really pretty green dish with maybe cherubs on there. I'm not really sure. Put some soap in there. Maybe put it by your kitchen sink. Crocs. There's a couple of brown Crocs there as well. Here's our Fostoria Glowy Crown. That's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple $8 runs just to see if anybody's interested in anything. Welcome in. If you are new here, my name is Christy. I'm in Maryland and it's rainy today. So this is definitely what I want to be doing today, is just having a cool sale and hanging out with you guys. So we're going to go ahead and start auction there. And it is running. So your choice, anything you see on the table. This is lead crystal made in Poland. So this is Poland. There's some etching in there. Lead crystal, apple bakers. And then anything you guys see on the table other than my post-it notes. All right, that's ended. We're going to run that again. One more time at $8. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Restart auction. If you want to see anything up close, again, please let me know. These up here are message in a bottles. Those are not in the $8 start. They're $12 your choice. Very, very cool. Whoops, start auction. There we go. That's running. Again, if you see anything that you like on the table, please let me know. There's a little clock. This is kind of cool. It's like an old vintage kind of MCM. Reminds me of like an MCM clock. It's kind of neat. It's got the little metal bottom. There's a paperweight. But I can show you guys anything up close that you would like to see. Crocs. Do we want to take a look at our $5 shelf? We'll go do another scan on the $5 shelf really quick. Let's move. Let's go see outside. We got like a rainy, yucky day outside. All right, let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's take a look at our $5 shelf again. So we've got some 4th of July tea towels. It's a set of 2. We've got a cornflower coffee pot there, no lid in it. There's some bamboo salt and pepper shakers. They have nothing to do with C, but they're just choice. This is a hanging. It's got holes in it for hanging, like a hanging planter. These are handmade tiles. So there's 2 of the blue and 2 of these, no markings, but on the red clay tiles, really, really pretty. So all 4 of those for $5. This is a little hand carved, made in India. Just a really cute little thing there. These are definitely hand blown. The pontils you can feel on the bottom of these. There's the orange one and then this little green one. This one has a pretty sharp one. Pontil, you can feel that. So that's really pretty. That's made in Spain. It's like a little mini oil painting back there. There's the mermaidy scales. This is E.O. Brody. Really pretty green dish, like a bowl. Let's see. We've got some Avon cologne. There is definitely deep cigar pipe. This is a little cut glass. I guess you call that cut glass. It's like etched in like a flower, like a little clear ashtray. That's kind of cute. We have the cat perfume bottle, Moonwind. I think that's empty. A teacup with a little hole in the top. I'm not sure what the point of the lid is, but it's in, I think it's called Tea Fort. I'm not sure. It comes in a wooden box. There's the car, Avon, Campbell's soup mug. All this stuff is $5 choice. This is made in Brazil. Really cute for the 4th of July coming up. And then a pineapple like recipe holder. Oops. All right, so there's that. Welcome in, you guys. So we're going to run $5 start for anything on this shelf. And it's running. Okay, so anything on this shelf here that you see, plus these, I know I said these were $5. So the camper, And then this salt and pepper, a lot of the stuff up here, I guess it's $5 too. But mostly on that shelf. If anybody sees anything they're interested in, welcome in. $5 choice for anything you see on the shelf. Check out the store. Okay, make sure you guys are checking out the store as well. Some of the things have a little higher start bids. And then I can show any of those closer or run. If you see anything you're interested in, let me know. Thank you guys for being here so much. Happy Sunday. I appreciate you guys. Again, I have books. I have other things that are not here. Let's see. And up here, let's show some of these. So there's a depression glass, the pink. I think I have plates that match this also somewhere. So a single shaker, very, very cute on that. Some clear citrus. They are citrus juicers. This one in the back, I believe, has a little chip right in the front of it. It's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. I don't think they glow. I don't believe so. Yeah, no glow on those. I don't think any of this stuff does for sure either. I think I did all the glowy stuff. This one, we had this one in here. This one does too. We'll pop this one on the shelf. So this is a EAPG as well, I believe. I don't know the maker, but it does glow as well. It glows pretty good with that. All right, so let's run this one more time. $5, your choice. Happy Sunday. Awesome. Thank you guys for looking. All right, let's peek over at the $3 shelf one more time. This one is not belong on the $3 shelf. Put it right here. Okay. I'm going to take you out of the holder, so I apologize in advance. Let me just shine the light over here a bit. Okay. So here's our $3 shelf. We have a few salt cellars, which do glow. They've got some glow to them, so they're old. This one has some chipping. You can kind of see there. The set of 2 mugs, one has a pretty good crack down it. One does not. That's why they're in the $3 start, because one is damaged, but they're made in Japan. Beautiful, like strawberry mugs. I love those, especially if you do strawberry. A little carved boy with his little doggy friend who is missing his paw. And it is wood. You can't really see it too well, but it's definitely wooden. There's a Pampered Chef. I believe it's an egg cooker. So cooker, see. It doesn't have the rubber sleeve around the front. I think just like the heat sleeve. But it is $3. Shabam! Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. And here's a little green jar there, just a little green vase, another little green bowl. This is a tiny little pressed flower made in, where did I say it was made? Y'all, it's tiny writing. I can't see. Switzerland, handmade in Switzerland. It's a really little teeny tiny frame, a little clear glass. So everything on this shelf is $3. So we'll run a $3 choice. If anybody's interested, we've got lots and lots of stuff. We've got an $8 table, $5 shelf, some clothing, and then some higher price starts are in the buy it now. While I'm finding that listing, I'm just going to show you guys this, even though hopefully you can see it. I don't know what you're looking at. Where are you? I was in the wrong screen. No wonder I couldn't find it. We're doing 8x10 versions of this. There's a kit that I have listed. It's $25. You get an 8x10 canvas, brushes, paints. The barn is traced out for you, and then we're going to turn that into this painting. So there's a listing for that. We're doing that on June 14th. I'm just trying to find my $3 choice and I don't know where it went. It keeps disappearing. Let me do a search. Sorry. Search is probably going to be my easiest bet. And that's not it. It keeps taking me to a different screen. Where am I going? Okay. You guys, I'm getting it together. I promise. That's $5 choice. There it is. I found it. Move to stage, $3 choice. But yeah, so we're going to do this step by step. I'll show you guys how to paint this. Painting, pick up your kit. It's in the store there. I'll pin it shortly, and we'll kind of talk a little bit more about it as well. But yeah, paint live with me. I done it over on Mainly Made. And then I saw Ollie doing it the other day, and everybody had so much fun, and Jeannie was painting, and it was so, so good. So we'll bring that definitely, obviously, over to Knickknacks now that we're merging back together. I've already lost my $3 choice. I'm just kidding. It's on stage, you guys. Okay. There we go. So we're going to do the shelf, $3 choice for anything on the shelf. So we've got some glowy salt cellars. One is cracked, one is not. So 2 mugs there, $3. Anything on this shelf, $3 choice. We're doing our spring cleaning sale today. And just getting back into the swing of things. It's been a while since we've gone live. Here are some other things that are in the, I don't know if this Coca-Cola tray has made it into the auction, but he's in there. This really cool tin is in there. There's a stoneware crock. Most of our items today start with the letter C. I tried to pick different things that were C themed. These are higher items that are listed. This is a copper mug. These are some EAPG. Let me see. Yeah, this guy has some glow to him. This one does not. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Federal Depression Glass, Columbus Clear Butter Cover Only. I don't know. They were married together when I bought them, but I don't think they go together. But this guy back here glows, and that is a mismatched married set that I thought went together because they both glowed, but they don't. We've got some candlesticks there. Cute little bunny. The Spice of Life jar. Again, here are some other things that are just in the auction and the listed. If you want to see anything up close or run, let me know. We've got the wooden carved duck. We've got our cute little planter there. Amber glass compote, which I believe is Fenton, but I won't list as such only because I don't know. Everything I saw said it was Fenton, but there's no marking, so it would have been earlier than they started marking. This wooden watch is so cool. It's a large watch. You can hang it, sit it on a desk. It's a really neat clock. It needs a battery, but it's really cool. This is a Vince Camuto ladies watch, I believe. I don't know if that's in there or not. And then we have these set up coasters, but it's C Camuto as far as the maker. We have the set of coasters. This is Koi Fish. I know Koi doesn't start with a C, but they're metal enamelware, like koi plates. They're very cool. And then there's that barn on a flower pot that I painted yesterday as well. So I did this painting yesterday on a pot. We had some ladies over doing some painting and crafting. So I decided to do the barn on the flower pot. I thought that would be cool. Let's see, what else? Let's go back and pan the table. Welcome in, you guys. Happy Sunday. Carp. Okay, I can get down with that. Thank you. I mean, we're trying to go to sea. We got a little things are cute and we did some choice, but all in all, we've got a lot of C items. Everything here on the table is $8 start. So we've got some lead crystal, we've got some apple cookers, Crocs, a little chair, again, a cute bear. I love that crusty Pieco pie tin. I just think I wouldn't make a pie in it by any means, but it's rusty crusty, and I just think that it's just really cool sitting in a kitchen. I think that would be so neat. So an old pie tin there, that's on $8 start. Again, these are EAPG. These do glow. These berry bowls glow really well. But that's all clear. They're clear glass. But we do have some crackle, like a little crackle vase. We've got a Hummel. This is a real Hummel over here. A carved look. He's not really carved, but it's got the carved look little owl. This is a bookend. Really has nothing to do with C, but whatever. This reminds me of a crown. So this is Fostoria. It does have, it's the Amberina, so it does have the orange glow there. Oops, I'm so sorry, you guys. So I'll run a couple more $8 starts. Your choice on the table, $8 starts. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Happy Sunday. Thanks for taking a look at anything that you see. But yeah, everything on the table is an $8 start. Your choice. We'll go. There's like a vase. We've got some Fostoria, again, more crystal. There's a little brass unicorn. $8 starts, anything you see. We've got some amber ashtrays. There's a candle holder back there. That is, I think it's, I believe this is Williamsburg pottery. Yeah. Williamsburg pottery candle holder, which is really pretty. These, we could call these cuckoo birds. I don't know. Cuckoo probably starts with a K. Made in Japan. They're really pretty. Salt and pepper shakers. And we've got this paperweight, which just has a little colorful flower in it. Definitely vintage, but I think this was an old dollar store. I think they used to call that like the dollar store something. I'm not sure. The old paperweight. There's some bubbles and stuff in it. I love this clock. This is like an MCM clock. MCM style, I guess. Amcron maybe is what's on there. It's got some really cool metal feet on it. It just kind of looks neat sitting again with old books, which I do have a bunch of old books in the other room if anybody wants books. This is definitely rusty, crusty for sure. It's an old kind of candy tin. I forget the name of it. I had looked it up. It's LS something. I can't remember. Lorna something. It's an old candy tin. It just had some really neat patina and stuff to it. I just thought that was a really cool box just to sit out in a vignette. I'm going to be doing some vignettes, you guys. I haven't made any yet, but I'm going to be putting together some vignettes and selling like whole vignettes. I know a lot of people are doing the vignette sales now, which are really cool. But yeah, I think that would be neat to put together some old books, some little kitschy stuff like that. This again is made in Italy. It's really neat. It's an old globe bookend made in Italy. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see up close, in person, let me know. These I'll show. These were really cool. These again are $12 starts, your choice, but they're old bottles. You can see I sold them for quite a bit in my old store, but they're handmade. They have some really neat, like kind of cool details to them. This chair is kind of worn and tattered, but inside it's Galatians 5:22-23. I don't have a Bible to look that up, but there's really neat messages inside of each one. So they're really great gifts. This old bottle is Pain King. So this was some sort of a painkiller. And there's a key on that one. So super fun. These are $12. Great gifts, like very unique, fun gifts to give. This one will be great for 4th of July party. Kind of has that like party bucket on top. Inside it says, I had a lovely time. And then this one says, a very wonderful place, with some really cool little stones in there. So just fun little message in a bottle, very neat, kitschy kind of gift ideas. These are $12 choice. There's 8 of them that I have here that I can run. This one always reminds me of Amanda. I say that not in a weird way, but it says be original. And it has this cool, like, sumo, almost looks like a pincushion on top. It might be, I don't know, this sumo guy on top with these fun colors. And it just says be original on the inside. I just love that. So, like, just fun and quirky, right? Super fun. Let's see. We did some $5 jewelry choice necklaces. If you're in here and you're just joining, let me know if there's something specific you would like to see. If you have a genre of anything that you like. Like I said, we have $5 jewelry. Very few clothes. I have a few bits of clothes. I don't have a lot pulled out, but just some different clothes items because they started with C. I have a colorful quilt, like an old granny quilt that has a lot of colors in it, purples, orange, red. It's in the buy it now. It's not listed as auction. It's just listed as buy it now, I believe, for $22. I can pull that up if anybody wants to see the quilt up closer. These are really cool. The old ashtrays, the amber colored ashtrays. This might be Fenton. I don't know. It does definitely has pointy things. I feel like one listing looked up and said Fenton's. No markings on it, but I don't know. So it's just a really cool ashtray. Well, it was. There's a glass top under here. I always forget it's glass. So anything else you guys want to see, let me know. I can keep running stuff just to run it. But you know, if I don't want to keep you guys, there's a lot of really, really great shows today. But if you have any requests, let me know. I may come back on later, potentially. I have a ton of pottery. It's all in the other room though. I have pottery, I have old books, lots of milk glass. If anybody's interested in milk glass, we could say milk and cookies. It's kind of like a C. But if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. And we'll go grab it. Yeah, but maybe I might come on later tonight and just do a different setup, move some things around. But yeah, so we've got, like I said, lots of $8 choices. We've got some $5 choices, salt and pepper shakers. You guys name it, and I will. I'll pull it. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Let's just turn around. I'll turn around so you guys can scan this wall. Just so you guys can see. These are all very contemporary, like casseroles, dishes. I'll do $8 starts on those. I didn't really do them. They're Emerald Lagasse. They're all Perini. They're all boxed up. I do have that Stanley down there. It's an old school kind of Stanley with a stainless steel lid. Not your new Stanley. It's the old school, like worker Stanley. Let's see. We had the purse there. We had a couple clutches. The inlay there, the Jesus inlay. I mean, Christ is definitely a C. We love that. That's a really cool inlay there. Wooden piece. I can run that. Yeah, if you guys see anything, that whale planter up there was amazing. Amazing. We're just kind of turning a bit. Again, the painting, we've got kits available for that. We'll be doing that on June the 14th. So you can do the 8x10 paint kit of that. And then there is the shelves there. If you guys see anything at all that you want to see up close, let me know. I do have a calendar. Those are too big to ship for me. I know they're really not that big. I would just have to figure out a box. I guess I can show those. They're Ray Heim or something. A lot of them go for pretty good. The frames are a little bit busted up, but they're kind of neat. They would definitely be higher shipping though. And then I have the calendar. I love these too. A very random bucket of glitter. Ooh, the back is torn up. Like somebody completely demolished the back of that. But it says framed by the Calico Cupboard Framing Shop, Pocomoke City, Maryland. So it's not too far from where I live. But it is the November calendar. Sorry, I got to push this forward just a